Cameron Hanna again. Make room in the trophy case, Penn State. You're bringing home another title.
And the Blue Devils are the national champions of 2015.
Has orchestrated a turnaround for the ages. LSU has captured its very first.
Seconds at midcourt.
Jenkins
Gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
Sports should be about skill, competition, teamwork, and unity. Sports bring people together everywhere in the world to witness some of the most beautiful moments. Unfortunately, sports have become a place of gender disparities, and it is time we level out the playing field. We have sports as we know them, but what are we to do with the pressing issue of gender and gender equality, specifically as it relates to media representation and social media for collegiate athletes?
So I'm Asa Thomas. I play basketball at Clemson University. I'm a shooting guard, and I'm a sophomore there right now.
Hey, my name is Belle Ronaldo. I play basketball here at Clemson University.
Hi, I'm Hayes Flanagan. I'm a current senior at USC. I'm a journalism major studying sports media studies. Throughout my time at USC, I've worked at the Big Ten Network, Fox, Gil's Arena, Wasserman, Tennis Channel. I've worked for the CFP, so I've worked in a lot of different sports media facets.
First, just like people taking women's sports seriously, because I feel like, now it's getting better, but like you could just show like the NCAA tournament from a couple years ago versus the men's. Like men's had like a full workout room, and the women's had 2 dumbbells and a mat.
An NBA game without a dunk would be considered almost impossible. But when it comes to the WNBA, you get a little something like this. Wait, what you're about to see is the greatest alley-oop dunk in the whole of WNBA, so get ready.
3-on-1 off the back.
Yeah, sorry, I lied. It's actually the worst alley-oop ever recorded on live television. What about this cringy dunk attempt?
Ryder left alone.
I need to do it as soon as possible. I've been telling myself, I'm like, I just need to get it over with and do it. Because I feel like once I do it, like, I'll be able to do it more. Like, I feel like I've been psyching myself out a little bit. But once I get a steal, like, next time that I get a steal, I'm gonna just do it. Like, and see what happens.
Our facilities, we have the main gym that we practice in a lot of the time, and then the women's team is usually in the practice gym. But we'll share the practice gym with. I feel like we might get priority over kind of like the main gym, maybe over the women's team. But they practice in there a lot too. But I don't know. We don't really face a whole lot of problems. I can't really speak for the women's team. I don't really know. But yeah, I think we kind of are smooth sailing on our side. But yeah, not too many problems, I'd say.
These are our WNBA alumni. We got Zaya Cook right there, Shifty. We got Michaela Herbert. Damn, what did they use to, Kiki. They call her Kiki. That was her name. She was cold, man. She had that midi.
I think for us, I'd say it helps us kind of promote ourselves, but there definitely kind of is a disparity between different like athletes, like women's team, men's team. And our social media guys do a great job promoting us, which helps us get different deals and different media outlets reaching out to us. So
I think it just depends on how you look at it, and it has given all these women a platform. I don't think we'd know the Cavender twins without Instagram. We wouldn't know, Haley Van Lith as well if she didn't speak out about mental health, if she wasn't on this LSU team and made a big deal about transferring.
During the regular season, media after the games all the time, especially for the guys that played high minutes and played really well to go to the media and talk. But here recently with like the ACC tournament and NCAA tournament coming up, there's been media a lot in and out of our practices, meetings, before games, after games, just always talking, getting coverage.
It's hard because like to say because like we have lots of like people to be able to have media for our team because we get that luxury, but like that's like on us. Like we have to kind of like make those videos and like have a good media team in that way. I feel like the only time like actual media is really talking to us is either maybe like some news outlets like once in a while or like after a game.
I think social media has kind of played a huge part in fan engagement as well. We've had a lot of games sold out here recently. We've been playing really well, so that helps. But we've had a lot of packed out games. Basically, all of our games this year, I'd say, are sold out or close to sold out. So it was really good.
It's like we've had maybe like 2 or 3 games and it was pretty packed, but other than that, like our most is probably like what the men's have for like their like lease or like daily like game.
I think it comes down to honestly the daily coverage. If you look at the daily coverage of the WNBA compared to the NBA, you've seen the disparity, lessen throughout the past 2 years, but it's definitely not where it should be. The NBA is covered every single night, no matter what, on primetime TV, whereas the WNBA has only a select few dates where they are on primetime TV, which is pretty crazy. And they advertise that heavily now when they release all of their dates. So that's just a big example. You look at the tournament right now, the men's tournament, all of the men's games are on primetime coverage, whether that's TBS, CBS, True TV. The women's games, you will miss some of those games and have to go on ESPN Plus to watch them or, non-linear TV. And that just shows, the gender disparity in media coverage.
The media like is kind of all towards the men's, or if you look up basketball, it's always going to go first to a men's team. So I feel like the media exposure is still kind of iffy, but I do see improvement.
How the women's tournament is being covered, they're at now like ESPN covers the women's tournament and CBS, TBS has the men's. So that gives women more time on prime time, but that's also like we need more players in this game. So you need NBC to step up and say we'll take a couple of the women's games and we'll pay for, the media rates to that. I think that's one step. And
We don't have enough visible women leaders. We don't have enough women in power. Men have the power. Men make the decisions. It's always the men that is the stronger one. And when these girls are coming out, who are they looking up to tell them that that's not the way it has to be? And where better to do that than in sports?
God bless whoever wins Monday night, okay? And they've got to fly cross country, which is all day Tuesday. Then they have 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, to play the biggest game of their life. So whoever came up with this super regional stuff, and I know who they are, ruined the game. But you're making billions off of TV. Well, actually, you're not. That would be the men's tournament. So yeah, there's a lot of issues that they need to fix.
The game is changing, but there's still lots of work to do. Every time a little girl picks up a ball, laces up her shoes, or steps onto the court, she isn't just playing, she's proving that she belongs. The next generation of young athletes deserve a level playing field, a stage just as bright, a voice just as loud as their male counterparts. So let's show up, speak out, and celebrate their game the way we know it deserves. Because equality isn't a privilege, it's a right. And the future? It's hers for the taking. After all, everybody watches women's sports.